In the world of aviation, where speed, precision, and discipline define excellence, a story emerged that challenged stereotypes and redefined leadership in the skies. It begins with a group of female pilots who were often mocked, underestimated, and laughed at by those who believed flying was a man's domain. But among them was one pilot whose name would soon silence the critics, a woman whose rank, skill, and authority would command respect. She was called General. At the heart of this story lies not just courage, but capability, a demonstration of how training, design, and technology converge to empower the human spirit. These female pilots weren't just passengers in history. They were engineers of change, mastering complex aircraft that demanded sharp reflexes, technical understanding, and a sense of intuition that machines alone could never replicate. The aircraft they flew weren't light or forgiving. They were built for combat readiness, tactical missions, and precision maneuvers that required the perfect harmony between pilot and machine. Each switch, each control, and every decision carried weight, testing their nerve under conditions where a second's delay could make all the difference. The performance aspect of these aircraft mirrored the pilots themselves, resilient, adaptable, and fast. The engines roared with the kind of power that could take the jet from idle to supersonic in seconds, creating a surge of energy that only those in the cockpit could truly comprehend. The design featured aerodynamic frames sculpted for stability and maneuverability, ensuring smooth handling even at high G-forces. These were machines designed for dominance, and piloting them required both mental discipline and physical endurance. The female pilots learned not only to control the aircraft, but to read it like a living being, feeling its movements, anticipating its responses, and making split-second adjustments that separated skill from instinct. The design elements of these aircraft reflected decades of aviation evolution. Sleek fuselages reduced drag, advanced wing geometry improved lift, and reinforced carbon composites gave strength without unnecessary weight. The cockpit was a symphony of digital and analog precision. Heads-up displays projected critical flight data directly in the pilot's line of sight, while touch-sensitive controls and ergonomic seating allowed maximum comfort during extended missions. Every aspect of the plane's interior was designed for efficiency and clarity, minimizing distractions and maximizing situational awareness. But while the machinery was extraordinary, it was the pilots who brought it to life. These women went through rigorous training, endless hours in simulators, survival exercises, and tactical operations that tested both intellect and endurance. They learned to navigate storms, counter threats, and execute missions that demanded absolute focus. Yet despite their expertise, many of them faced skepticism. Some male officers doubted their ability to handle pressure or lead squadrons. That changed the day one of them earned the title of general. It wasn't given. It was earned through years of dedication, precision, and unwavering excellence in the air and on the ground. Her leadership was not about commanding from afar. It was about being in the cockpit, shoulder to shoulder with her team. When others hesitated, she acted decisively, her strategies informed by both experience and intellect. She demonstrated how leadership in aviation isn't about gender. It's about competence, composure, and clarity of vision. The moment she was called general, she didn't just represent herself. She symbolized a shift in military aviation, proving that courage and capability recognize no gender. One of the unique selling points of this story lies in its transformation of perception. Aviation has always been seen as a field of mechanical precision and technical expertise, but this story adds an emotional layer: human resilience. The aircraft, with its advanced radar systems, stealth technology, and afterburner thrust, becomes a metaphor for determination. Just as the jet cuts through turbulent air, these women cut through social resistance, forging their path through layers of doubt and discrimination. From a technical perspective, the aircraft's performance metrics were astonishing. Equipped with twin turbofan engines producing massive thrust, it could climb to altitudes exceeding 50,000 feet with unmatched stability. Its flight control systems integrated fly-by-wire technology, allowing instantaneous response to pilot commands. The avionics suite combined real-time telemetry, radar mapping, and threat detection, giving pilots a comprehensive view of the airspace around them. These features weren't just numbers on a specification sheet. They represented safety, precision, and the culmination of decades of aeronautical innovation. Designers ensured that every feature served a purpose. The airframe's stealth contours minimized radar cross-section, allowing for covert operations. The adaptive air intakes optimized airflow at varying speeds, while heat-resistant materials in the exhaust system maintained efficiency under extreme thermal conditions. The pilot's helmet incorporated augmented reality displays, enhancing target tracking and environmental awareness. Each innovation reflected the fusion of human intelligence and engineering mastery, a balance between machine efficiency and human adaptability. The female general exemplified this balance. She didn't rely solely on the plane's automation but used it as an extension of her instincts. Her decisions were informed not just by data but by experience, a deep understanding of how the aircraft behaved under stress. Her reputation grew from precision strikes, flawless formations, and daring rescue operations that required perfect timing and trust in her team. Soon, the laughter that once greeted female pilots was replaced with respect, as men and women alike recognized skill when they saw it in action. The cultural impact of this transformation extended beyond military aviation. It inspired a new generation of women to pursue careers in engineering, aerospace design, and defense technology. Aviation schools began to see a rise in female cadets determined to follow in the footsteps of the general who had broken barriers. What had started as mockery turned into motivation. The skies, once a symbol of male dominance, became a shared space of opportunity and equality. Even the aircraft manufacturers began acknowledging this shift, designing cockpit ergonomics that considered a broader range of pilots. Adjustable control configurations, enhanced visibility angles, and adaptable seat designs ensured comfort for all body types without compromising control precision. The aircraft itself became more inclusive in its design philosophy, a reflection of changing times and evolving perspectives in aviation engineering. This fusion of story and technology, of human determination and mechanical excellence, showcases how innovation thrives when diversity is embraced. The aircraft, once a tool of warfare, now stands as a symbol of